Just wanted to do a quick Sunday sermon about Dilbert. I watched the video. It was funny last night on the TikToks. This old black lady was like, "He's racist. He's racist." You know what's funny is I watched the video and to me it just seems like a guy. Color doesn't matter. He's just like a guy at the end of his rope and he doesn't know what to do. That's all. But again, that's my opinion from listening to his words. But people are very quick to take somebody that is of prominence. Like there's such expectations if you have any sort of fame or any sort of amount of money, like you're not allowed to be human. You're not allowed to have feelings. You're supposed to, go to this invisible school that doesn't exist that tells you exactly how to be and exactly what to do, or they just tell you to shut the fuck up. That doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. Look at some of the dumb things Mark Cuban has said. I don't want to even get into Trump. I don't think he has any money. So, but yeah, give the guy a break. If anything, I would love to see some black leader, even some piece of shit like Jesse Jackson, that is just a corporate corn dog sucker. Just somebody to reach out and just say it's all right, man. Say I feel you. You look at the statistics. He's not wrong, right? And also, so when are people of color, people of poverty, supposed to be responsible and not cause trouble? That's the big one, right? And that's a hard thing, especially when you work with poor people every day. I work with poor people all the time. And the best thing that I found is just have a good attitude. And as soon as something goes sour, as soon as somebody goes wax, as soon as somebody decides to choose self-pity rather than responsibility, gone. Doesn't matter what color you are. So, but yeah, give Dilbert a break. Some of my best thoughts. I love this part. There's this Catbert. If you don't know who Dilbert is, watch Dilbert. Whatever, it's funny. The Catbert is the HR director from hell, and the one thing he says, if you don't have power and abuse it, what's the point of having power? And of course, that is terrible. But that's exactly where corporate America is coming from. And for somebody that is just, I don't know, Scott has done really brilliant work over the years. He's really poked holes in, I think he worked for, what was it? It's not Con Ed. I forget which telco used to be the baby bell for California. But he worked for that phone company for a while. And I've worked for the phone company here in Arizona. They are terrible. They are the most useless pieces of shit. And to simply poke fun of them is really important work. And it gives the rest of us hope. I just think he was having a bad day. And again, I'm not trying to defend him or say that he's not racist. He might be racist. Again, my whole solution for that is, who cares? There's lots of people that are racist. Who cares? There's lots of people that believe in Allah. There's a whole bunch of people that believe in Joseph Smith, right? But do we make fun of them? You can. And the South Park guys have. So if anything, this Sunday sermon, just fucking chill. We don't have to cancel somebody just because they had a bad day. And just because if he doesn't want to live around black people, let him. It's okay. I know black people that don't want to live around black people. Okay, watch some Chris Rock about that. Okay, grand opening, grand closing. Okay, it's more about poverty, and he would have been more articulate if he would have spoken about poverty, but he didn't, and so then everybody gets butthurt. So, and again, stop getting so fucking butthurt. And if you want people to feel sorry for you because your people suffered, get in line. There's lots and lots of people that suffer, and that's the whole war between the Palestinians and the Israelis. Was it Israelis, whatever. It's both two people feeling sorry for themselves. And if you look at the land that the Israelis control, it's this tiny little dot, but yet they want to control all the rest of it. And they have all the money and they have all the water and they just shit on everybody else. They fucking suck, dude. These Zionists are pieces of shit. But yet they're out there controlling the world and telling everybody what to do. That doesn't mean they're good. Okay? Jesus Christ. Just leave fucking Dilbert alone, dude. He's rad. He had a bad day. Breathe. Breathe. One of the first things I learned in the military was that stupid comes in all colors. I met so many stupid people, and the Air Force is the top of the food chain, right? You cannot score below 40 on the ASVAB and get into the Air Force. And I met a guy that scored a 40 on the ASVAB. He was really, really dumb. And I don't mean it as a derogatory term. It's just he couldn't help it. And it would be great if the government had some sort of programs or some sort of entrepreneurial type of organization was able to outreach for those guys. That's one of the reasons why I do what I do. I don't think there should be any reason why people can't do this. Anybody can do this. If you got face tattoos, it don't matter. If you've got a criminal record, it doesn't matter. Every day is a new day. You can start fresh. Every moment is a new moment. You can create a new moment. It's up to you on what you want to fill it with. So it can be filled with hate. It can be filled with love. It can be filled with anxieties. And it doesn't have to be. It can be filled with whatever you want it to be. And remember that happiness is overrated. It's also an illusion. And it's also a choice. So that means you can create your happiness. You think about this. If you're trapped, let's say, let's go with McCain. Let's say you're trapped over in Vietnam and you're being held, blah, blah, blah. And they're peeing on you and they're, pulling your teeth out or whatever they did to him and all that kind of shit. You can still have a state of mind that puts you in harmony, in peace, in Zen, in spite of what's going on around you. So if that's the extreme, and if you're watching this video, your life is not extreme. You can create a good day for yourself. Even if everybody else is having a shit day, you can still create a good day for yourself. Reach out to Scott. Let him know. Say, hey, man, sorry you had a bad day. Not all black people are terrible. Maybe it's just stupid people. Maybe it's just poverty. I would love to know where he lives and where he was having problems or whatever. And again, even if someone's racist, it's okay. Don't give them a hard time. Let them figure it out on their own. There are so many dumb religions. And we just let people live their lives, right? You just tolerate them. So one of the biggest things that I really don't like about religion, it's not that I hate it, it's super annoying. If anytime you have to change your appearance for your worship or for your whatever, and even if it's for your lifestyle, like if you have an extreme lifestyle and you want to get everything pierced or your tattoos all over the place, you're annoying. You're super annoying. You don't need pink hair. You don't need a hijab. You don't need to wear overalls and not use electricity, but still shop at Walmart. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just be normal, blend in. It's okay. Your unique little snowflake inside of you that God put there is still there, in spite of what goes on outside of you. Does that make sense? I love you guys. This Sunday sermon is brought to you by Very Good Raw Sugar. Raw sugar just means it has molasses in it still. That's where molasses comes from, one of the sources. I didn't know this, but when I was at Maui Pineapple, picking pineapples in the winter of 92, we got to tour the facility, and that's the first time I saw about white label. Maui Pineapple Company at the time was doing white label for lots and lots, probably 80% of all store brands. So like Safeway, Piggly Wiggly. And it was really cool because they had the labels there. And I'm like, I want some Piggly Wiggly labels because there's no Piggly Wiggly here in Arizona. And I love that name. But Food Lion, all of those, anytime they just needed something cheap, local, most of that was MOQ, where they can't meet a big MOQ. So they need a smaller company like Maui Pineapple Company. And they would produce the pineapple. So just so you know, they call them fancy slices when you get the whole slices. That's the cream of the crop. That's the heart of the watermelon. You want to get those. Anything else is shit. They have these little Filipino ladies picking it out on a line, and it's like it goes in the shit can. But one of the things that comes out of there is the frozen concentrates, of course, of the juice. And then what they also extract out of there is molasses. So that's another source of one for molasses as Maui, or from pineapple processing. So it's good to know. Good to know. And that's it. I love you guys. Have a good week. Be nice to each other. Be nice to Dilbert. All praise Catbert. Love you.